Hey y'all, Irix Guy here, back again with another live show. Just gonna walk around and chat. We'll chat drones, we'll chat about technology, tutorial, travel, anything you want to chat about. Free game. As always, just encourage everyone to super chat if you want to do so. Super chat's a great way to support my channel. Again, I'm an independent YouTube channel, so it's your viewership and your support that enables me to produce content. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in here. I've got my short little monopod piece today, so the walk and talk show should be a little bit less shaky. Got a studio show coming up probably tomorrow. See, tomorrow would be the 10th of June, year 2020, the year that we all want to forget, because 2020 has been crazy. But yeah, so Mavic Air 2, still humming along like a boss. Got some Mavic Air 2 videos I'm editing. One thing I've done, constantly improving the studio, I've been doing some work on the computer, and I've managed to upgrade to 32 gigs of memory, and that's drastically improved my 4K video editing workflows. So excited. Plane. Here's an airplane. Yeah, I've got the studio editing computer upgraded, trying to improve the 4K video workflow. Got a lot of Mavic Air 2 videos that I'm in the process of editing, so stay tuned. They'll be dropping on the channel here in the next I think I've got, the next one I've got up, it'll be coming tomorrow morning, and then I've got a ton of them that I'm editing. And I don't like to over edit videos because I think it does away with the believability and the authenticity of the video. But what I do like to do is make sure that they're edited enough to where they're suitable to watch. They've got good audio, they've got good video, and they address everything or they convey everything that needs to be conveyed without making it edited. I've never been one for the edited experience, because I know when you watch a video that's been heavily edited, often it's very abbreviated, and with that abbreviation comes the question of, well, was it edited because it contained information that would have changed the viewer's perception of the video, or was it edited because they didn't have enough content, they didn't thoroughly test whatever in a product review situation, or was it edited, So, I just like to put it all out there, and in that way you watch my videos, my drone videos, and you see, how it is. I'm not doctoring anything up. I'm just a dude with a camera and a microphone and a drone, and, taking it out and showing you what it does for me. So that's the format that I'll stick with, and I'm glad that, that y'all enjoy that format, because in my opinion, that's the only format that makes sense, is the authentic drone videos, or the authentic, whatever kind of review video. Because again, you edit stuff and it's just boom. The authenticity, even if it doesn't 100% go out the door, the authenticity of the video is then questioned. Because anytime you cut something, you don't know, the viewer doesn't know what was cut. And the other people say, well, man, that's a good video, but you could have made that 20-minute video a minute and a half. Yeah, sure you could. Anybody can edit videos, and anybody can, make it more abbreviated. But there's a fine line between making something more concise and, let's see. Yeah, these cellular networks can be a beast So cellular network dropped out temporarily, but I'm back. So if it drops, I'll be right back. You know, I'm just walking, and sometimes cellular networks fail, and if they do, you know, they typically come back up. So yep, just trying to lose some weight. Ate a bunch of see what did I eat? Fried chicken. Had some fried chicken and some French fries. But now I'm getting in, you know, a few miles, making sure that I exercise to counteract the consumption of excellent food. So we got a lot of people tuning in here. Boom, 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 ton of people. Those alerts must be coming out. The live show alerts, awesome. So what's everybody want to chat about today? I mean, this is, you know, obviously a live show, so anything that you type, I can see in real time. It's approximately almost 7:30 p.m. Or, oh no, it's almost 8:30 p.m. New York City time. So we're, a little bit later than normal. Welcome aboard, welcome aboard. Just walking my route. Had a scratchy throat, and I hope that's not anything, you know, I do get out around some people for some essential tasks, but for those essential tasks, I always wear my mask. I don't know if masks are effective or not. You know, I've heard people share opinions both ways, and you know, my opinion is that the ones that aren't the particulate filters probably aren't that effective. But again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not any sort of scientist or anything. So, but it's interesting. I either wear an N95 or a KN95. And again, I always go with the assumption that it won't work because, you know, that's the safest assumption to have. So, you know, for that reason, you know, I feel that, you know, isolating yourself as much as you can, or the trendy word is social distancing, but social distancing yourself as much as you can is probably the best proactive step to take. So, yeah, I don't know. But, you know, my assumption is that everybody that I encounter has it. And if you go with that assumption, you know, it's probably the safest assumption. But even if it's outside, you know, if I'm out hiking and people come by, you know, I'm gonna get off the trail and take a chance with the snakes before I'm gonna get close to somebody and potentially have whatever spread to me, you know. So yeah, it's just craziness. But hopefully all this craziness will end here soon. My fear, though, is that people are becoming impatient and stir crazy, and I think, you know, unfortunately, I think we're going to see a wave 2 of this. Hopefully not, you know, and hopefully they'll get the antidote or whatever, and that'll solve the problem. But you know, you never know. You never know. You can't predict the future. You can try to predict the future, but more than likely, you will probably be unable to predict the future. So, or be unable to accurately predict the future, rather. So, yep. Man, it's hot. Getting this cardio in. I miss going to the gym, but there is no way you couldn't pay me to go to the gym with all this stuff in the air, man. It's just not worth it. But it's important, you know, in lieu of being unable to go to the gym, it's important to walk and get other forms of exercise. So, you know, walking's not the best exercise, but at least it's better than not exercising at all. Welcome aboard. Got more folks tuning in here to this live show. We'll chat about drones, you know, whatever y'all want to chat about. So it's funny with the live shows, like all of y'all watching right now. I mean, it's often we go from, you know, a few people to a ton of people. it's really funny. And this show wasn't scheduled. I'm going to try to do some more, especially some from the studio, some shows that are actually scheduled, and that's something that I want to do. That gives everybody advance warning, or advance notice rather, because with this, if you ring that bell icon on Irish Guides Adventure channel, you probably got, if you ring the bell icon, you probably got the little pop-up or possibly an email or whatever. It says that there's a live show. So, or you could have just, been looking for live shows on YouTube. Could have popped up that way. You could have gone to my main page. I think youtube.com/Irix Guy right now probably shows this with a little live icon as part of the thumbnail. So obviously this being a live show. Andrea, welcome aboard. Andrea, long time subscriber, and not just subscriber, but super chatter. Tremendous, or should I say super chatter. There you go. Remind everyone that, during these live shows, you can choose to super chat and or super sticker. Just a great way to support the channel. Again, not required, but exciting if you choose to do that. Yeah, just getting this exercise in here. Again, gyms are actually starting to reopen, but man, that's small of an airspace with a bunch of people sharing equipment and all that just doesn't make me feel that good. So I'm just doing a lot of walking and hiking and this sort of stuff. So yeah, Mavic Air 2, I'm excited to, once I get those videos that I'm working on now edited, get them published to YouTube and share those with everyone. And I've had, throughout the past few weeks, I've had a lot of questions, and I've even got some, one of the questions was, how do I change the language within the DJI Fly app? And I thought that was an interesting one. Actually, I responded to the viewer, but I'm also going to do a video, because that's something I'm sure a lot of people have asked. This particular viewer said, hey, my app's in Chinese. How do I set it to English? Yes, the gyms here are slowly opening back up, but I prefer to have a nice walk outside. Yeah, I prefer the gym and a walk, but the thing is, it's just, it's like going to the gym right now. It'd be like going to a fire ant hill and, sitting down in it and trying to relax. It's not gonna, you're gonna get stung. You're probably gonna get stung. So the risk reward is just not there. The risk is catching this virus. The reward is, well, you're starting back to your workout routine, a few days earlier. I have not been to the gym, and it's awful, but I haven't been to the gym since early March. And that's, it's not something I'm proud of, but, at least, it's, all the, and I don't want to buy a home gym, because then that's why I joined a regular gym anyways, to get rid of all the home gym equipment. So, I don't want to buy that. The only thing I would buy as an interim solution for strength training would be these dumbbells they've got at Bowflex. They're called SelectTech, but SelectTech dumbbells on Bowflex's website have been sold out ever since I started looking at them when the pandemic started. So yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. So, best thing is just walk and hike and jog and try to eat as healthy as possible. I've been eating a lot of fresh vegetables and grilled meats, and admittedly today I ate fried chicken, because you got to have fried chicken. So yeah, it is what it is. Been eating fried okra, been eating fried fish, but most of that I eat's air fried. So air fried, even though you're getting a batter on the meat or the cheese stick or whatever, even though you're getting batter on it, you're not getting all the grease that you get with something that's fried the traditional way. So you know, even though batter is probably not the healthiest thing, if it's air fried versus oil fried, you know, it's less unhealthy. So, you know, there's a lot of things you can do to still have good food, but not have as unhealthy of a meal. So, you know, air frying's great. You know, obviously grilling is something that's probably the best preparation for healthiness. And there's people that argue that. They're like, well, hey man, you know, charcoal is fire, you know, produces whatever chemicals, and I don't know. There's chemicals in everything. I mean, if you think about it. But I just don't like a gas grill. I would rather not grill. If my only option was to use a gas grill, I would rather not grill, just because it's like, you know, it's like you're outside, you're not cooking over wood, you're cooking over a gas, you know, a flame that's created by gas. It's just, I don't get propane grills. Never have understood it. But people like them. I don't. I think it's just laziness. You don't have to clean them up. You need to clean the grill grates, but you don't have to clean all the ashes out. You don't have to deal with charcoal, but that's what I like. I like dealing with charcoal and hickory and cherry wood and maple and apple wood and all of those things. You know, it makes it makes it better. Andrea says, I love my air fryer. Andrea, what's your favorite thing that you've cooked in the air fryer so far? Mine's chicken wings. I love chicken wings in the air fryer. Yeah, quick, less mess, and its taste, yeah. And that's the best thing about the air fryer too. Chicken, yeah, awesome. Yeah, chicken in an air fryer is hard to beat. Also, I like to get fresh potatoes and cut them up into steak fry sizes. And then I get those fresh potatoes, put them in a bowl, toss them in olive oil, sea salt, fresh ground black pepper. With the air fryer, it's easy to, at least with mine, I can just get it, and once it's cooled down, I can put it in my dishwasher and, you know, clean the thing that, you know, at least mine is, which I like that. Like you said, less messy. So, yeah, there's a lot to prepare food. Air fryer being among one of my current favorite. I mean, obviously a charcoal grill will remain my number one. And, you know, if I'm doing low and slow, you know, a hickory smoker, either electric or, I mean, I like electric smokers to wood in, and the electric smoker maintains heat for a low and slow smoke. So electric smokers. But just kind of around the, you know, a little bit all-purpose thing, just a charcoal kettle grill and some charcoal and some hickory chips, and you know, you got that, you're in business. You can cook pretty much anything. You want to cook something quickly, cook some burgers, cook some chicken breast. You want to do a slower smoke, kind of put the hickory and the coals off to the side, do some ribs, do some pork chops, some chicken thighs, some chicken wings. You know, you can do pretty much anything with a kettle style charcoal grill. So, you know, that's important to remember, you know, what all you can do with the cooking equipment that you probably got, that you probably already own. But man, it's hot, burning up. But this is good. You know, you got to sweat out all that fried food, make you feel better. You know, actually, cardio is important too, because it makes you sleep better. If you don't get a sufficient amount of cardio, your sleep is often not as thorough. Important thing to remember. Whew, hot. super hot. But yeah, I'm gonna do probably tomorrow night. Let's see, what is tomorrow? Wednesday. Probably Wednesday night or Thursday night. We do a live show from the studio, and it'll be I'm gonna do an epic drone show because we've got a lot of Mavic Air 2 topics to discuss in real time. It's only about 89 degrees Fahrenheit. It's not too bad, but it's just a sticky heat. Whew, humid. Yeah, show in the studio with the AC. Yeah, definitely. That is the plan. Yeah, 89's a little bit warm. When it gets over 100, that's usually the worst. But you know, I'll tolerate for walking and stuff. You know, I'll tolerate around let's see, around the low 90s. But when it gets past 95, greater than 95 or so, you know, you can get, even if you're in peak physical condition, once it gets up in the 90 degree plus Fahrenheit mark, you know, even people that are exceptionally well fit, you know, they can become victim of heat stroke as well. And obviously, I'm out of shape because of this pandemic. So, you know, I've got to, you know, not get, you don't want to get too hot and have a heat stroke. That wouldn't be fun. But you don't want to not exercise and get fatter. So you know, that's the thing. I tell you, when this pandemic clears, that's going to be great. Just be able to go back in the gym and work out. Andrea says, for a cold drink when you're done with your walk. That is awesome. And Andrea, on my next studio live show, since I don't have the didgeridoo with me here, I will sound the sound of the super chat to celebrate your very generous super chat from this live show. So that is super cool. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. So everybody here watching, y'all see that Andrea did a super chat, and that's a feature you can choose to do. You can do a super chat or a super sticker. Just a great way to show your support for my independent YouTube channel, youtube.com/IrixGuy. So that, if I could control the cellular networks, I definitely would, but they just lag out on me on occasion, and when they do, you know, I come right back. Man, that is awesome. So I got my super chat. I'm feeling good. I'm breaking a sweat walking. I've got a super chat to celebrate the walk with a cold drink with a bunch of ice in it. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is get some juice. I've gotten on this pomegranate juice thing. I like pomegranate juice with some ice. Put some bananas in there. Pomegranate juice, ice, bananas, pineapple juice, and mango juice. And put all that in there, and you just have a really satisfying smoothie. And it's worth mentioning all of those juices. I don't deal with juices that have added sugar, because natural fruit, 100% natural fruit juice has sugar in it, but you know, 100% natural fruit juice should have 0 added sugar. If you look at any of these drinks, and some of them are deceptive. You know, if you look at a lot of these, like cranberry juices, for example, you look at 2 cranberry juices, the bottle in the grocery store looks identical. But when you read the back, one of them will probably say added sugars, the other one probably won't. And the one that's typically more expensive is typically the cranberry juice that does not have added sugar. So you got to be careful. And that's just, you know, that's just cranberry juice. Orange juice is the same way. You know, you got an apple juice, pineapple juice, mango juice, any type of juice. Most of them are going to have added sugar, so you need to check if you care about, you know, trying to stay away from those added sugars, because there's no point, in my opinion, of consuming additional sugars. I mean, if you can just have the natural fruit Yeah, sometimes dollars to eat healthy or drink healthy. Yeah, it is more expensive to eat healthier stuff. It's often a lot more expensive. But see, some people, I know a lot of people that they've discontinued diets because of, you know, the cost, the enhanced cost of the food and the drinks. And honestly, you can do it. You know, my secret, and again, I've got to get back in the gym and really work out hard, but you know, my secret is fresh vegetables, you know, staying away from fast food and grilling a lot and air frying a lot. Because if you do that, it's not as unhealthy as, you know, as going out to eat and that. And then think about all the sauces, which I love a good sauce, pretty much on any kind of meat or vegetable. But those sauces often have a lot of sugar and stuff like that in them. So even if you're doing a healthy grilled meal, if you cover that meat or vegetable with some kind of sauce, you better be aware of what's in that sauce, because you could unknowingly you could be taking what would be an otherwise healthy meal and turning it into something extremely unhealthy just by adding a sauce. And I love sauces, don't get me wrong. You know, I eat whatever I want to eat, to be honest. And you know, if I actually dieted, I wouldn't be if I actually dieted, I'd be ripped up. But I don't really care to be ripped up. I just want to get you know, I just want to maintain my rule of thumb. If my pants start to get tight, if my pants start to become tight, then I know that I need to do a diet. And then that's when I diet, and I just do like tuna and water. Yeah, sauce can have a lot of sugars. Yeah, definitely. But you know, if I start, you know, the waist starts getting tight, you know, in a pair of pants or whatever, then I just do tuna and water for a few weeks and until they're loose. And I've got an inch or so, you know, in my waistline, and that gives me room to grow again. So I just do quick, you know, I just call it my little corrective diet. Philippe says, hello, Ed. Did you hear the news? DJI said you could use a smart controller with Mavic 2. Oh, very good. Sounds like you need to order the Mavic Air 2 from epicdroneshow.com. And actually, you can buy the smart controller. You can find the smart controller on epicdroneshow.com as well. But that is good news. I know you were excited about that, or you were curious about that, and that's, yeah, that is huge news. Being able to use smart controller with Mavic Air 2. Super good news. Whew. Starting to sweat. It's a good thing. Yeah, so there's some exciting stuff going on, and Andrea says, hey, Philippe. We don't have Hybrid Life in here. Hybrid Life that did the, they got me to do the Korean spicy 2X noodles. He's not here. That's pretty interesting. But I didn't schedule this live show. Now, the upcoming, I think the one for tomorrow, it's either going to be tomorrow or Thursday. Heck, I may do both days. But I think I'm going to schedule that. It's kind of cool if you schedule it. You just set up a live show on YouTube. And before you hit the go live, you just change the date and the time. And then if people hit the video on your YouTube channel, or if you've embedded it on your website already, it'll say, it gives an option, it's like set reminder or something, and then it'll say show begins in X number of hours, minutes, seconds, or whatever. So YouTube has really refined the live streaming piece, because I remember in the past with YouTube Live, that was back when they had Hangouts on Air, and they also had Google Plus, and it was difficult to decipher between, hey, do I want to schedule a live show, or do I just want to go live? Now it's simple. Within the YouTube Studio, you just go in and click go live, and then whether you're going live immediately or you're scheduling it for a future date and time, it's just all right there at your fingertips. So YouTube's constantly improving, and you know, that's one thing I like about YouTube is that, you know, their teams seem to proactively monitor feedback from YouTube content creators of all different sizes. I know there's been some obscure things that I passed along through my strategic YouTube strategist, and then also through YouTube surveys that on a later date I've seen implemented within the YouTube product. And that's, you know, that's really cool to see that they, and I'm not saying it was just because of me, you know, other people may have had the same feedback, but there were some things that I noticed that were very obscure that I don't think a lot of people would have noticed yet. You know, after I commented about it, they did appear within YouTube, you know, a few weeks or a few months later. So that was cool. One of the things that's been fixed or improved, I shouldn't say it was broken, it was just a missing feature. When they switched to the YouTube Studio, you know, the new interface, the interface we have now with YouTube, if you did the uploader and you didn't choose classic uploader, you couldn't pick multiple files to upload. So if I've got 6 video files on my desktop, watch. This is the Breitling Super Ocean Heritage 2 42 millimeter with blue ceramic bezel on the Shark Mesh. That's one of my divers. I like to wear dive watch. Not that I dive that much, but you know, they're pretty much good all around. Wear in the shower, wear for a walk, whatever, you know. But yeah, but yeah, YouTube proactively listens, and now I can queue multiple files using their existing interface. So if I've got 4 or 5 videos on my desktop that are ready to upload, if I've got that, you know, I just click them all and it'll do them back to back. So I don't have to click them one by one, which is nice. So yeah, it is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Whew. Very hot. So what questions do y'all have at this point? I know I've got a lot of drone questions in queue already, but always working to add more. What would y'all like to see me address within upcoming drone videos? Whew, man, it's hot. Now it's about 91 degrees Fahrenheit. I feel good. Andrea did a super chat. I'm gonna celebrate that super chat with a cold and icy smoothie with some fruit juice, 100% fruit juice, and some ice, and just cool down. Because it is hot. It is blazing hot. When do you think DJI will come up with another new drone? Well, I think that new drone, first of all, I think the new drone will be Mavic 3, unless they create a radically redesigned DJI Phantom that has, you know, landing gear that can extend and retract. Also arms on the Phantom that could extend and retract. I think either one of those would be the next drone from DJI. And I think we're probably going to see it early 2021. I don't think they're going to they may tease, but I don't think they're going to release another drone in 2020, just because Mavic 2 Pro is still awesome. Mavic 2 Pro is still the professional's choice with a 1-inch sensor camera. Mavic Air 2 is good enough for professional use, actually better in all other areas than the Mavic 2 Pro, except it doesn't have a 1-inch sensor. So I think early 2021 is when we're going to see that next drone from DJI. So, you know, again, just my opinion. I don't have any, you know, I mean, I've been doing drones since Phantom 1. So is it possible to see a new drone with some kind of audio? Great question. That's something I've always wanted. And I think it would be so simple for them to add it to the camera. And you know, for my use case, I wouldn't even need professional audio. I would just need a little really crappy quality audio mic or microphone on the drone for the sole purpose of synchronizing my drone's audio with my camera's audio. So when I edit in post, I can synchronize the drone's video that includes audio with the camera's video that includes audio, and sync it all up. So since we're a better camera option, we would see a zoom camera option, and we will hopefully see a 360-degree spherical camera option. So, you know, that's my expectation. So we'll see what happens. I think the industry as a whole, not just DJI, not just drones, but the video camera industry as a whole, for whatever reason, I think they're still afraid of 360 spherical. I think they're afraid to invest in it because you've kind of got to go higher end, at least currently on the price scale, to get 360 video that once it's turned into spherical, that it doesn't degrade drastically. So, you know, you got to get a high-end camera if you want to create a 360 experience that's in 4K. That's going to be turbo expensive cameras. If you want to create a 360 experience that's in 1080, that's, you know, more affordable cameras, but they're still expensive. Your off-the-shelf 360 cameras, at least at this point in time, they're, you know, once you create that 360 spherical video, the experience is very low quality. You know, unless you're going high dollar with the what am I trying to say? Somebody just ran a stop sign, man. I was just watching them do it. Yeah, GoPro's, what do they call it? The GoPro, GoPro had the first 360 camera, and then they came out with a new one. I haven't even played with it yet, but I don't think it received a lot of positive buzz, which is, you know, it's just unusual. It's like even GoPro releasing 360 cameras, they're just not, the perceived response is just not there. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's because people are afraid to spend the money, or if they're afraid to learn how to edit 360 spherical content. You can do that in Final Cut Pro 10 now. Yeah, too early, but my fear is that, you know, if it's like anything else that's new, if it's not adopted early on, you know, the big money, the big manufacturers, they'll discontinue development of those cameras. And if that happens, you know, what we're going to see, unfortunately, is you know, all the companies discontinuing production of 360 cameras. Nobody's making them. If nobody's making 360 cameras, the trend is just going to fizzle out, unfortunately. And I mean, I don't know, if you look at Facebook and stuff, in general, if you look around, you're probably seeing a lot less of the 360 spherical videos. Remember when they first came out, that was the biggest thing. Everybody was trying to post something where you could move your phone around and look in all directions. I haven't seen a spherical video, a 360 video on Facebook in several months now. So, you know, I think that's just a sign of the lack of interest in 360. I'm super interested in 360. I think it would be a wonderful thing for, you know, someone like DJI to slap on the drone, because I know I would use it heavily, and I'd promote the heck out of it. You know, I could film everything I could with a drone in 360. Post 360-degree video editing tutorials, you know, just have fun with it. So, yeah, man. Ooh, it is hot. I think I'm going to go take a shower and take advantage of that frozen drink, since Andrea was so kind and did a super chat. So I appreciate all y'all tuning in. Again, I'm going to try to do a live show from the studio either tomorrow and or Thursday night, and I'll try to schedule that in advance so you'll see it. You know, just stay tuned to my channel, and you should see the pop-up that I'm going live or whatever. But Thanks for your viewership. Thanks again for the super chat. Andrea, always appreciated. Philippe, always appreciated. Y'all be safe, have fun, and I'll see y'all on the next live show. You too.